All right, we're gonna let them. We're gonna let YouTube do its thing. They'll be pulling in shortly. We're gonna get right off into it. We're gonna do a little different tonight. It's Valentine night. I know y'all got stuff to do. Okay. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Okay. I'm gonna get back in. All right. All right, so guys, I'm about to share my screen. Hey, you might not be able to see my face, but hey, you're in a live streaming right now. Hey, so let's get ready to talk money. Whose money? Your money. All right, I'm gonna share my screen. Y'all just bear with me. I can't figure it out. All right. There we go. Okay, hey, how y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there? Just like I told you the other day, hey, I'm gonna be y'all awesome guest speaker. Hey, my name is B Woods, also known as Power Move 06. Hey, we're gonna talk about whose money, your money. Hey, we're gonna introduce to you an opportunity that you can get yourself right in order. Today, we're gonna present to you the financial makeover. So, think about it. What is a financial makeover? Think about this. Time is money. Think about it. 90% of Americans right now are losing hundreds and hundreds of dollars over every month. Hey, can you relate to that, John? Can you relate to people losing money month to month?
Month to month, Bryan, I'm losing money day to day. So absolutely.
Hey, awesome, awesome. Which brings us to this. Think about it. This conversation what we're about to have today, we're going to be talking about things like, hey, where did my money go? How did I get it back? Hey, how can I keep it? How can I keep it? Or how can I make more of it? Or think about this. How can I make it work for me? It's supposed to work for you, but we're going to show you how it's going to work for you. So think about this, y'all. Think about this. MWR, hey, is the complete financial makeover that we're going to be talking about. We're talking about your personal finances. So you got is a system that you can get right with everything that you take advantage of financially. I know some people think that whenever you are doing your finances, if your money's right, that you're ultimately good. But that's not necessarily true. A lot of people are making good income, but they don't have an income problem. And we're going to show you how they're not having an income problem. Think about this. Most people, the things that they talk about and think about is this. They don't think about the inflation that's going on. They think about the income. They don't think about the taxes that they think about the taxes wholeheartedly, as you were, wholeheartedly, how taxes play a big effect on hurting their pockets. So think about this. Debt is another thing that hurts people's pockets. Also, credit is hurting people from advancing to go to another level financially so they can have more money for them and their family to do better financially. But we're going to get right into it. So, would you say everything you need? Everything you need is this: the lower your taxes, expenses, debts, and investment. But by these taxes and these expenses and debts, we need to counteract them. And how we counteract them is by lowering your taxes. We can help your cash flow go up. Think about this: if you had a better credit score, then you'd be able to get a better interest rate. Or let's think about this. People, just like I said, you don't have an income problem. You get an income, but you have a cash flow problem. You having more month than you have in money. But a lot of people can tackle this once they get to the level where they can be able to do investments. But so with that being said, I want to think about this. So Ricky, let me ask you a question, man. When you first started working, do you remember the first couple of things that you filled out when you first started working?
Yep, I sure do.
What were some of the things you did when you first started working, Ricky?
I had to fill out a W-4 form and and a Georgia 4 form for taxes.
Wow. you hit the nail on the head, man. A lot of
Or
people don't
G4.
realize that they actually sign a W-4 whenever they are they sign a W-4 whenever they start working. A lot of people don't realize the only thing they think about is their wages. Did they get paid? Did they get paid enough? And did they get their hours? Is that not mostly what people think about? Did they get their hours or get their money, Ricky?
That's true.
Exactly. So think about this. Time and real estate freedom is what people really want to have, instead of working hard for money. But think about this. A life filled with freedom and option choices, that's something that a lot of people want. A lot of people want to have more time with their family, being able to go to different events. And also on top of that, they want to have the American dream. So why are people trading time for money? John, could you tell me why people trading time for money right now instead of, working on the other side of getting residual and passive income? Do you even imagine why they do it?
You said time for money?
Yeah, time for money. Why are they spending so much time running after money instead of making the reverse deal about making money work for them?
Because they want it right now instead of being patient and waiting for the outcome.
You hit the nail on the head.
Overnight.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head, John. They want that fast, quick gratification. But I'll tell you right now, quick, fast money goes just like how you get it. It goes fast. But let's talk about this.
You can go out there and flip a brick, but you got to worry about how going to jail. But I can go out there and flip houses and do it legally and make more money, and then entrepreneur off of that. One investment turns into another. So I'm flipping houses now, not flipping drugs. So,
so
you know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna say, see that right there, that mentality right there, John. That mentality is for those people that don't want to do better. They don't want better insight in life. So we leaving those people exactly where they at, way over there to the left. We don't want no parts of that. Okay, we want nothing, and we want nothing but positivity. So that's why we choose this one right here. But think about this: everything you need to save, make, and grow money, is basically like this. Hey, where's your money going? That's what a lot of people don't understand. But think about how if you had experts that can shift the money back to who? The number one asset, yourself. So they're gonna teach you how to increase your income quickly, but in a realm where you can be able to reap the benefits of every single thing that you've been wanting to reap the benefits in, as far as you winning financially. So what we're gonna do is we have to prove it first. How do we prove it? I'm gonna show you how we prove it. So think about this. Ricky, I'm gonna say this right now. What do you think about this slide? Tell them about what was going on with these taxes, man. How the taxes are affecting them.
So taxes is our biggest expense. We overpay 1/3 of our income to the government. In the beginning of the year, the first 3 months of the year, we're already overpaying taxes before we even get good into the year. All right. And then a lot of time, it's tax season. A lot of times people think, oh man, I'm getting a refund. They think that's a good thing, but it's not really a good thing, because you're paying twice on that money that you're getting back that you thought was a bonus from the government. All right. So it's just, this is to open your eyes and realize and help you realize that taxes is your biggest expense, and you're paying too much money to the government unless you join a home-based business.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head when you talk about taxes. Taxes is taking the first biggest 1/3 of our money. That's what we're talking about. But a lot of people right now, they have a lot of money with them right now, but they don't see it because they're too much thinking about, hey, did they pay me how much I was supposed to get for my salary? Did they pay me how much I'm supposed to get for my wages? But I'm here to tell you that if you just pay attention to where your money is going when you look at your check, now, you got to realize, once you done made that money, you're in total control. But remember what they always say, hey, the poor and the middle class overpay taxes, but the wealthy don't. Remember, success leaves clues. And we're going to show you how success leaves clues as we keep going on with this presentation. So think about this. John, what do you think about our tax reduction area what we have for the business. What do you think about it, John?
The tax reduction for our area.
Yeah, as far as what we do with people taxes to help them out to better themselves financially.
Well, myself with the tax reduction this year, I think they saved me on Xfinity for about 6 months. I think it was about $75 a month they saved me. Verizon Wireless, they had saved me some change. And they opened up different opportunities as well to help with taxes. I was able to monitor how much I was spending and how much of it was actually used for the purpose of. So taxes, I want to say is the government's pennies, the pennies nobody wants.
Exactly.
And the leftovers, the unseen.
So that's the thing. We get taxed on so many things that
we don't even notice.
We almost think it's normal, John. Why do we think it's normal to get taxed, John?
Because that's the way we were taught to learn. But if you go into that and look at a receipt, I got a receipt right here. I'm looking at it.
I'm listening.
There's three different types of taxes.
Okay. And
you
that's the thing.
You got a drink tax. You got a tax on tax 1 and tax 2. What is tax 1? Tax 1 is probably going to be for medication. So you're telling me you have to dig pennies in order for me to medicate myself to be healthy. Tax 2 is for hydration, water.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, your body is a temple, and sustaining yourself, you can write all of that off. Just save your receipts, and boom, you have reset yourself.
Damn.
Man, hey, you know what, John? I never thought about it like that, bro. But how you broke it down, man, that's definitely something to think about when you out there dealing with those taxes. And they got so much taxes, they taxing the food, the crazy out of us. But in reality, think about this. We got a solution. We got a solution with that tax reduction. What I like is this. A lot of people don't understand that they be going around trying to be the best that they can be at a job that they don't like. But people like us can get them a pay raise before that boss that they say, hey, I want that new position or whatever. They'll look at them and they'll have like the saddest conversation and won't even get these people a pay raise. But we're going to show you how to get that. Now, how you do that is this. Here's one of our testimonies. Hey, could you explain that testimony right there, Ricky? What they talk about in that testimony? What they have for the tax reduction? What happened with this awesome lady out of Atlanta?
You want me to read this for you?
Julie D out of Atlanta. Oh, she said she's glad that she decided to join MWR Financial family. What she did was she's uploaded what we tell people to do, uploaded her last 2 pay stubs and last 2 years of taxes. And she received an instant pay raise, get this now, of $500 in her paycheck by utilizing MWR Financial Money Max portal. Now, that was her very next paycheck. That's $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year, more that she will be bringing into her household just by joining her home-based business and entering her pay stub in.
Let me ask you a question, sir. What could I do with $12,000 every year? That could be tuition for my daughter.
There you go.
That could be braces that my daughter might need. That could be something, a new car. That could be a boat.
Awesome. Hey, so check this out. I'm going to tell you right now. Hey, that is an awesome testimony as itself right there when we talk about the tax reduction that this awesome lady had. But we got multiple layers of different testimonies. I mean, and I tell you right now, what I love about this opportunity is this. There are unlimited ways that you can save and ways that you can benefit financially with this opportunity. What brings me to this right here is this. Check this out. We got Miss Terry R out of Cleveland, Ohio, 46 years old. She said, I cannot say enough about amazing tool that comes with the business that is provided for our tax reduction experts that are called TaxBox. Think about it. It tracks expenses, mileage, and everything. Man, the lady said she saved a total of deduction of $11,102.22. I don't know about you, but nobody's just not gonna go out and give you back $11,000. This tax reduction right here saved this woman basically like a serious
vacation.
So think about this, Ricky. If you had an extra $11,000 that you saved, or what I'm like, what could you do with an extra $11,000?
Man, I'm telling you, I put it away in savings. I can invest that money. You know, I can save it towards a vacation. You know, the sky's the limit, really.
Exactly. And that's the thing what I'm trying to tell people with this conversation, man. Some people chiming in on this other deal, but this conversation is necessary to know where you're at financially so you can win. So think about this. We also have the bill setter. With the bill setter basically they negotiate the bill for you. I know some of you out there right now looking on these different platforms. Well, we on Zoom, but I'm giving y'all insight. We have a conversation. A lot of people don't realize that there are people out here that they have a group with us have a negotiating bills for you. I know y'all never heard of that, but guess what? They negotiate stuff like cell phone bills, internet bills, cable bills, utility bills, and more. And think about this. A lot of people never think they can save even more on those so-called bundles or whatever they got going on. These people, that's all they do is negotiate your bills so you can put more money in your pocket. So that's increasing your cash flow. What brings me to this? Think about this. When we're talking about the credit and debt over here, Ricky, what do you think about when they talk about this debt and credit? That the price you pay to make other people wealthy. Think about how many times somebody has made somebody wealthy with you by overpaying in something. Think about this. A lot of people, the overpayment of taxes and bills combined with, effective inflation that causes it. A lot of people don't think about inflation. Inflation be killing people. So think about this. If you was to finance your lifestyle instead of ever being able to own it, think about that. To be able to finance your lifestyle instead of owning it. Why are you financing your lifestyle when you actually in control of it? So think this about 80% of Americans right now, right? They're having less than perfect credit, and it's causing them to do what? Run out and use their credit cards at high interest rates, which costing them more money and being in debt. But what I want to say about that is this: you paying high interest rates, and you paying down payments and insurance premium, and you're leaving the premium so high because you have a low credit score. But think about this: 90% of the Americans right now, you know, debt is killing them. That's the 1/3. The other 1/3, the second 1/3 was killing them from hurting financially. So think about this: if you paid off all your debt, how much more cash flow you would have right now? So think about it. I'm just asking a question. So John, even though we're going to the next slide, John, how much more cash flow would you have right now if you didn't have any debt?
If I didn't have any debt,
Yeah.
well, if I didn't have any debt, I'd be racking in probably about $4,300 a month.
What? So you mean to tell me if you didn't have no debt, John, that you would be racking in $4,300 a month?
Correct.
So you mean to tell me
I'm throwing it away.
So you basically telling me if you were being able to rack in that $4,300 a month, that you will be able to rack in at least 43,000 by the 10th month of the year.
Yeah.
Is that not true? So I ain't a rocket scientist. Yeah, I ain't a rocket scientist. So basically, you would easily rack in over 50K if you was able to save that 4,300 a month. Is that not a true statement?
Correct.
Give or take. It'll be a little bit shy, but you about 50K. Man, with 50K, man, you can go and start you a whole nother, business. But I want to say this. A wise man told me, hey, by the name of Mr. Bryan House, he happened to be our CEO. He said, credit is the gateway to debt. But the problem. As long as you're paying interest, that's the only money you can ever save, invest, or pay yourself. So think about this. He said it best. But what I want to tell you is this.
You know what?
How about the next thing that you're having issues with is debt. Debt elimination system will get you in a realm where you can clearly see where you're at with your debt. And when I say this, meaning that, think about this. What would your life be like if your debt was zero? John just broke it down to us what your life would be like. He would have an awesome life because now he'll have almost close to 50K more that he can do anything he wants to do with. He can invest. He can invest in real estate. He can do all type of things. He can, he can even be able to loan people, some income. You know what I mean? So think about this. What I like about the debt elimination deal is this: step-by-step monthly plan that they set out for you whenever you actually input that into the system. So think about this. You'll be able to save time and interest by being able to get out of that debt. So now you're breaking it down where you won't have to owe the actual creditor at a long time. They want you to draw that actual debt out. That's what they do. But I'm gonna say this to you. Think about if you eliminate your debts in record time without paying more. Wouldn't that be nice? Or just knowing this, knowing you're debt free and you'll be able to get your cash millionaire date with this elimination plan that we come up with you instead of your creditors. Hey, what would you think about that? Ricky, what were some of the things you would do if you had no debt right now, Ricky?
Man, I would actually take me a little trip to, a 3-day, 4-day, a 5-day, 4-night vacation somewhere to like Hawaii or, Honolulu, somewhere and just relax and just chill, just forget about life, just kind of just relax. You know what I'm saying? Parlay out there.
Man,
did you know that's a tax write-off too?
Hey, yes, you use a tax write-off too, man. Hey, a lot of people didn't even know, man. Speaking of that trip, and I don't want to get too off topic, man. Did you know the average person can write off $2,000 per person in their family by doing a bizcation? See what I'm saying? Hey, if you go on that cruise ship, right? There are people on that cruise ship, right?
Yep.
Hey, they have something where they every evening they have something where y'all do a gathering, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In that gathering, if you attempt to make a profit off of your business, isn't that in the realm of your home-based business opportunity?
It sure is.
There you go, because you attempted. Nobody said you had to be good, but think about this. Just imagine. You already tackled a couple of things. You tackled that. But think about this. With the credit restoration, right? With the credit restoration, it's been proven with our system that, over 30 years of experience, over $120,000 of satisfied customers already been storming away with this credit restoration. Also, it's a do-it-for-you system, not a system where you are out here and you're doing it for yourself. Because if you're doing it for yourself, what are you really paying for? Those experts did this for years and years. That's why they have 30 plus years of experience in each single area of your finances to get you right. But think about this. Hey, on average, we've been saving people at least 50 to 150 points increase in their credit. So now you're going to have better spending power. For layman term, when your credit is better, it's basically saying, hey, you can have better spending power whenever you go to ask for money. They will give you a better deal on borrowing money. If your credit score is low, guess what? You're going to get a rougher deal on the interest rate. Your credit score is in the 850s, you're going to get immaculate interest rate. So which brings us to think about is we have all our certified people, and we are definitely compliant in all areas of finances. And also, this is what I love about this credit restoration. You can order, monitor, and protect and rebuild your credit. So all facets of credit. If you're just a person that, hey, you're looking to restore or you're looking to establish, this is an awesome thing for you with a restoration. But the best thing I like is this. A lot of people think that, still, it's like I was saying earlier, they think, hey, if my credit's straight, I'm good. But see, it's a whole science to it. It ain't just your credit. You have to follow every step that they have in place, and the expert is going to guide you as long as you follow the steps. That's why we guarantee what we have going on here. So think about this, Ricky. Hey, what are they saying about this bill shredder result right here, Ricky?
So they're saying that how you can save money by lowering the amount of taxes and interest that you pay on your bills. This is Bryan Bean, the founder of Extra Digit Movement out of Atlanta, Georgia. He said Bill Shredder saved him over $1,400 on his ADT, his Comcast, and his Xfinity bill for the next 12 to 24 months.
Man.
So I mean, all you gotta do is just upload your bills, and the expert's gonna do the work for you. They're gonna execute everything for you.
So what you telling me right now, all this, and now Bryan and Bean is a multi-millionaire guy. You mean to tell me that all he did is uploaded his stuff in the system and he saved over a whopping $1,400 on his AT&T and Comcast bill?
That's it.
Man, look at that. Even a multi-millionaire Bryan Bean understands the assignment of making sure that you follow the steps that they have in place so he can save more money. I don't know about you, but this millionaire saved $1,400 in savings. Think about this. $1,400, that's somebody's mortgage. That's $1,400 is a mortgage on a house that at least that's 140 or 160 or below. Actually, you can get a house for closer, a little upward, about 180 or so for $1,400. That's a nice piece of cash that you can go back and invest in. Can you not, Ricky?
That's it. Yeah, you sure can.
That's what I'm talking about, my brother. So this brings me to this. Another awesome debt elimination result, testimony. Hey, think about this. This testimony right here, but the debt elimination, what I like what this lady said, he said, hey, my wife and I purchased a home 4 years ago with a typical 30-year mortgage. But between houses, cars, credit cards, and student loans, hey, they were looking at paying over $260,000 in debt. But they're paying, but with the debt elimination, they paid $152, 600 something plus dollars in over interest for the next 25 years. That's what they would have did if they would have took it the realm of what the credit is going to be. But however, through the debt elimination, what they did was this. They were able to save over $55,000 in interest. So think about this. A lot of people, right? Hey, okay, awesome. Somebody said me. Hey, that's awesome. So they were able to save this type of money or whatnot like that. And that's an awesome thing. They said me in the chat. That's an awesome thing to be able to save that. And I'll tell you, a lot of people don't even realize that by saving this debt, that they can actually be able to come out on top and stop being able to be so bogged down in interest rate on their home. So the stats don't lie. Hey, I'm telling you right now, they say man may lie, women may lie, but the stats do not lie. Hey, you can go to our testimony page. You can check this out for yourself, but it's awesome. So with that being said, we'll bring you to another situation. Think about this. Hey, John, you there, baby?
I think he's not there right now.
No, I'm here, B Woods. I'm here, B Woods.
Hey, so John, hey man, hey, could you look at this actual slide right here? Hey, read about this slide. Miss Deja right here that got it going on. What's going on?
Credit restoration results, correct?
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing, man.
At 19, I joined the U.S. Navy. I knew that I would be soon on my own. My credit score was 356. I uploaded my credit reports, and the experts went to work. My credit score is now a 763. What the improved credit score did for me was enabled me to buy a car at 19 without a cosigner at a low interest rate. I'm now 20 years old, and thanks to my credit restoration experts, I was able to sign for the keys to my new apartment without a cosigner.
Man,
Deja,
hey, do you see this? Man, this is a 19-year-old young lady. Now she's, that was back then. Hey, she just happened to be the granddaughter of Charles, the Waymaker Ivory. Man, think about this. How proud of a grandfather or a mother or father of this young lady being able to co-sign for her own new apartment with no co-signer. Man, that is amazing. I'm gonna tell you right now, her doing that, man, she just tore off all different type of generational curses. She following the lead of her awesome mentor and family member, Mr. Charles Ivory. Think about it, man. At the age 20, man, I was trying to figure out how I was gonna get a car. You know what I mean? I'll tell you right now, I asked my mom to help me buy a car at 20. She told me, hey, Bryan, I'm not buying you no car. If you get a car, hey, you're going to pay for it yourself. You're going to buy it yourself. And you're going to pay for the insurance and everything for yourself. I was like, man, I felt some type of way. But here it is 20-something years later, this young lady is exploding, got her own apartment, everything. That is crazy. What do you think about that, Ricky, if it was one of your children or one of your nieces, nephew, how would you feel about that as, their parent or their uncle? How would you feel about a situation like that?
In Deja's case?
In Deja's case. That's
Yeah.
amazing. But
man, I would be excited, man, just because the simple fact that they've actually didn't just go off of what I said or what somebody else has said. They actually went out and did it, and they got the results for themselves. So they know that it works. They know that it's real.
Exactly. You know that it's real. And think about this, man. With that credit score alone, 763, man. A lot of adults, all right, a lot of older adults right now, they don't even have near that type of credit score right there. So this,
right.
she is definitely killing it. And with that credit score alone, she well on her way to the 800 club. She ain't but 100 and something points from Max, because Max is 850. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's amazing for a young 20-year-old to be able to do that. I'm telling you right now, hey, if you think it's a game, you need to level up. These youngsters are taking this knowledge and they running with it. You know what I mean? And you wonder why that they're looking like they're doing better financially, because they are listening to these mentors and they're taking advantage of the steps that have been brought against them or brought before them. So with that being said, let's talk about inflation. Inflation was another thing that's hurting you from actually being able to achieve your American dream. Think about this. The inflation, we call it the silent income killer. We call it the silent income killer because it just sneaks in and you don't even see it coming. Boom. Think about this. Hey, when you John, when you were in high school, John, how much did the gas cost when you was in high school?
When I was in high school, I think gas was about $1.80 something.
What? $1.80? Okay. Hey, and I'm not trying to
start. Let me think. Obama was in office, and not political wise. I think even in Ohio, I think goddamn gas is about $1.80 something.
So you said one. So John, you said it was 180 something when you was in school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, hold that thought. I'm not trying to start now, but Ricky, let me ask you something. Ricky, when you was going to school, how much was gas?
Gas was 99 cents a gallon.
Man, 99 cents a gallon.
99 cents a gallon.
Man, hey, look, man, you can't even get a Gatorade bottle full of gas for that right nowadays. You know what I mean?
I can't get a splish.
Hey, so think about it. That's just one example. Hey, so think about it. Hey, that's like night and day. One gentleman said that the gas used to be costing less than $1, 80 something cent, 90 something cent. The other gentleman said they cost, 190 something. So it doubled. So what I'm saying right now, gas is at 3 something. Who would ever imagine that you'll be paying that much for gas? But in reality, food prices went up too. When the last time you been and got a gallon of milk, Ricky?
Last week.
Last week. How much was that milk? Out the world want to know how much was the milk?
$3.
The milk was I think it was like $2.29, $2.70 something.
And I ain't trying to be funny. Did you get a half a gallon or did you get a whole?
Half a gallon.
Hey, listen. Hey, Ricky, you went and got a half a gallon, Ricky.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I didn't mean to go crazy like that, but I ain't mad at you. I don't like to waste money, and I don't like to waste my milk. I get half a gallon too. What I'll do is I'll get 2. I'll freeze one and then put the other one in the refrigerator, and hopefully they don't spoil because, hey, you just wasted money and you didn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, that's crazy, man. And you don't want to. And I gotta ask one more question before we leave this inflation alone. Hey, Ricky, was it whole or was it 1 or 2%? I just have to ask.
It was 2%.
Hey, just let me know, man. Let me know.
2%.
It was 2%.
2% milk.
Yeah.
You pay for water.
Hey,
Pretty much.
Which one you paying for? Ricky, which one you got?
I got the 2%.
Water.
Hey, look, hey Rick, me and you on the same deal when it comes to that milk. I got that 2% too. That whole milk, man, that whole milk can have you with the bubble gut. You know what I mean? But that's a whole other story. But
Shitting
what
on
we're
himself.
trying to get y'all to see is this: that inflation sneaks up on you, man. Since the COVID-19, the peak of the season, there've been a lot of things that have been going up. Now we can't sit down and dine and eat with our family in certain areas. And now if you never really paid attention, they added a COVID tax to it on top of that gratuity fee. Some people don't really see that, but it's went up with the price. Think about this. Now, another example of inflation, when we was talking about the milk, back in the day, you could probably go get a buggy of groceries for maybe $100. You have a whole buggy of groceries. But now you go with $100 to the grocery store. Yeah, you might come out there with about 3 or 4 items. That's
okay. Hey, check this out, Bryan. So
Yeah.
my parents in high school, when I was in high school, my parents every Sunday I used to work at Arby's, right?
Okay.
So I buy the groceries for the house, just because I put in. My dad worked full time. I had 2 brothers, so every Sunday they would send me a grocery list of what we need. Man, I would go in there and spend my whole check, the whole check from Arby's. Goddamn, I'm thinking I'm a baller, boy. Make $8 an hour balling out there.
Yeah.
Come down to it, after taxes and all, I pay for all them goddamn groceries. I got about $25 left.
No, not 25. Hey,
you know what?
$25
My
ain't
parents,
even getting the tank wet no more.
not no more. But back then,
hang it up.
like I'm just saying, in the last 7 years, that $25 would last me 2 weeks.
Hey, that's the thing of the past now. Hey, more power to you. I wish you could turn back the time, but it's not. Hey, so what brings me to this? So think about it. What is inflation? How do we beat inflation? How we beat inflation is this. Hey, own a home-based business. I'm going to say it louder for the people in the back. Own a home-based business. Have virtual solutions. Like right now, we having this live. Hey, we're on live on Facebook, and we actually stream it on YouTube and Zoom. So we're using a virtual solution to be able to beat inflation. Think about this. You can control your time and your income with this opportunity. Also, on top of that, you can earn from home and anywhere. Right now,
Anywhere.
in my home-based office right now, and we having this. So we leveraging, these platforms. You know what I mean? So think about this. Also, during the pandemic, it's pandemic proof and safe. So just imagine this: if for chance they say that we have to that the government shuts down again, hey, you already at home. You already being able to help. You'll be able to help the growth of what's going on in the world by staying safe inside your home instead of being able to get spreading that and being able to get that COVID or keeping the chances of getting COVID down. Think about that. But on top of that, with this, we're going to talk about this. John. Hey, so think about this, Ricky.
I'm in here, Bryan. What's up?
How easy is this business, Ricky?
How easy is this business?
No. How busy is this opportunity?
How is opportunity?
Yes. What do we do right now? What are we doing right now? All we do is what?
Talk about it.
All we do is expose. That's it.
Expose.
All I do is expose people to a better way that they can live financially, right?
Yep.
Now, right now, I'm basically doing exactly what my people have shown before me. Hey, extra digit movement, they educate.
Yeah.
And the experts, they do all of the execution. So right now, all I'm doing is exposing you. That's it. I'm exposing you. The education part alone is worth thousands and thousands of dollars. Do you know that some people right now, with some of the education that they learn financially to get ahead, they spending $5,000, $10,000, some $25,000 just to get in these type of circles. But right here, you have access to multi-million-dollar information by millionaire educators that have done it before us. We have one of the greatest traders of all time. That's what we call him, Mr. Bryan M. Bean, the mentor of the millions. One of the greatest of all time. This guy have paved the way for all of us to be able to mimic the same thing and become on the level of making 6, 7, 8, how many figures ever you want, based off of using the same concept and the same model. Just like we said, think about this. Another thing I like about this whole thing is this. And you get paid for doing this. All I do is expose, EDM educate, and the experts do all the work. And think about it. I ain't doing no selling. I don't do no selling whatever. And the best thing is, I don't need, and think of this, I don't need to convince nobody that they want to get right financially. It's up to you. That's what I love about it. It's up to you to get right if you want to get right financially. Now, if you like if you like living in mediocrity, hey, you can go ahead and unfriend me right now. You can go ahead and stroll down the line or whatever, because mediocrity is not going to get you where you need to be. What you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be going to that same job over and over. You really don't like them. The only reason why you're going because you know they gotta run that paycheck that you're gonna get. You could be living better and free financially with this system. Think about this. When the last time you leveraged something? Think about it. When the last time you leveraged to get residual income? Huh? You've been being leveraged like right now. Facebook leveraging all of us right now. We be on Facebook. YouTube be leveraging us because we watch YouTube.
Yeah.
TikTok be leveraging us. We be on TikTok. Walmart been leveraging us our whole life because we like to go to Wally World. You go to get some milk. You mess around. You start looking at new video games. For the new video game, you start looking at the new slippers. For the new slippers, you start looking over there. Oh, it's almost close to Halloween. You've been being leveraged your whole life. Why don't you start to leverage people and come over to the other side of the compound world? Think about this with the ads. This is the key to acceleration of wealth. And how you accelerate is this. You're gonna add, income. You can add income daily by doing this. And you can think about this. You can be instantly constant, without you trading time for money, because that's what you've been doing when you work 1 and 2 jobs. You trading time for money. Isn't it time for you to push back? Isn't it time for you to be the boss? Isn't it time for you to say, hey, this is how much I want to make income-wise? Shouldn't you do that? Doesn't your child deserve to be able to live a life without having to worry if they're going to get to go on that field trip? Or a life for one if they're going to be able to go on that vacation trip with you and your kids? Or you're being able to help pay for that college without struggling? So many things that I know you want for you and your family. But think about this. This is the benefits of it. We have multiple benefits. Think about this. Using people efforts instead of just using your own. Everybody always be trying to say, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get out the mud, so I got out the mud. But think about this. Ain't nothing wrong with getting out the mud. But when you get the mud and you ain't got no sand, and you got the sand in the mud and you ain't got no concrete, and you might be building a brick, and you're not, keyword, building something, you working harder instead of smarter. Why would you set yourself up like that? You over there trying to figure out a new blueprint on how I can become wealthy or how I can be the first to overcome this living paycheck to paycheck. When the blueprint is right in front of your face, why are you going to reinvent the wheel when you can use the same strategies that the Bryan Beans, the Charles Ivories, the Christy Howards, and some of the other people in the business are using to get wealthy? Yes, wealthy. You can have a whole team. You don't got to get wealthy by yourself. So think about this. You can condense the time frames that you can increase your cash flow. You know what I mean? So that brings me to this. Now that I've told you what you can do in order for you to get right in the makeover, let's talk about the money. Yes, I said let's talk about the money. how you can earn. Think about this. You can earn by just the power of 3. You can earn up to $340. $340. That's 50 per every time someone comes on board to the opportunity that been presented to help their self. Because remember, with this, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Think about this. What would an extra $150 do for you a month once you get that daily guarantee? Because the sponsorship bonus is just one way you get paid. We get paid multiple ways. It's actually over 10, but we say 10, but it's actually over 10 ways. That's just one way you can make money. The power of 3 in 1. And using the same science that somebody has did before you to get more financially stable. So think about this. Ultimately, if they say that money and success love speeds. And I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's watching right now, and they can even contest. Hey, Ricky, Ricky, you've been on board for quite some time now. Hey, can I stop you from being successful with this opportunity?
No.
I can't stop.
I can only stop myself.
Amount of cash. Hey, John. Hey, you've been on this opportunity for quite a time. Hey, can I stop you from being very successful with this opportunity?
I think John's phone died on.
Okay, but awesome. But what I'm trying to tell you is this. Let's keep talking furthermore about this. So they said momentum like speed. In 30 days, you get that 3 in 1. Hey, you can gain an extra bonus of 150. And you can gain all the way up within the count of the 60, 90-day period. You can gain up all the way to $1,500. I ain't no rocket scientist. Ricky, hey, who gonna just come out and give you 150? Who gonna give you 150 every month?
It still won't be your current employer.
Man, say it a little bit louder so the people can hear in the back. Who won't give it to you?
It sure enough won't be your current employer.
Man, you said a mouthful. Mr. Ricky said, hey, your current employer is definitely not going, hey, here go 100 extra 50, you did a good job this month. Here go another extra 50, 150, you did a good job that month. Or you did even better the second month. Here go a $450, you did good this month. Or better yet, they not gonna give you that $1,500 for that momentum. Like, they're not gonna do it. But over here, the opportunity you can be able to earn that much. What's bring me to this right here? We're gonna talk about the money. Hey, we got the leadership expansion bonus. Hey, you can earn anywhere from 50 to 125 with the daily expansion leadership bonus. On up to you can earn unlimited levels, as they say when you rank up, you bank up. So basically, when you increase in the business, hey, you get more bank. We also have the level where you can get anywhere between 10 to 75. That's another type of income that you get onto with unlimited levels for QFDs that join that's qualified directors, but that's a whole other term. You'll learn that lingo. And also you can earn anywhere between doors that open your 25% on up to 8%. Now that's already ready. I already went into 5 ways you can get money. 5 ways off of the power of 3 in 1. You know what I mean? But think about this. Mm-hmm. It doesn't stop. Hey, so think about this. Hey, Ricky, hey, let them know how we rocking when it comes to these funds and the daily pay and monthly. How much money from start to finish, how much they can make in this business just off of how they got it set up compensation wise. Give them an example of what they got going on, Mr. Ricky.
So when you start off and you get 3 QFDs, three people that come in and decide to want to build a business with you, you get $5 a day, daily guarantee. That's $150 a month. Therefore, your business is funded, it's self-funded. So you don't have to worry about that because that $150 will come in every month. Now, it doesn't stop there. You can get on up to $20, $30, all the way up to $1,000 a day. And all that depends on you, the qualified financial director, how much you want to help expose others to this financial makeover company. The more people you expose and the more that they understanding and join in, then the more money that you can make.
So what you're saying right now, Mr. Ricky, that basically there is unlimited opportunity for you to level up financially when it comes to this opportunity that we're talking about with the NWR Financial. Is that not true?
Unlimited. That's true.
So unlimited. So you can earn up anywhere from $5 a day, which I ain't a rocket scientist. Some people might say, man, $5 a day, that ain't nothing. $5 times 30, hey, that's $150. You can earn all the way up to $1,000 a day. You can earn tiers for $5 a day, $20 a day, $30 a day, 50, 100, 150, 200 on up. If you want to see the compensation plan, hey, I can send that to you. But you might as well join the opportunity if you want to know that. But you can earn up to 30 racks a month. How many of your friends right now that when y'all talk about money, if y'all even talk about money, is earning 30 racks a month? It's possible. But now, I'm going to say this right now. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to happen just that quick overnight, because with everything, it takes work and effort. But you can earn up to 30K. That's more money than some people that are living below the poverty line are making right now. The best thing about that money is it's unwaived. That means you getting it off 1099. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky. Hey, Ricky, man. Hey, let's bring this thing home. Ricky, hey, let's talk to them about the luxury bonus tiers. Hey, how do the tiers go with the luxury lifestyle bonus, Ricky?
All right. So your luxury lifestyle bonuses. All right. You get tier 1. That's $500 a month. Automatically, you're going to get that every month. $500 every month. Boom, boom, boom. You know, it's not like you get it 1 month and then, you know, you qualify for it, you get it. Tier 2 is $1,250 a month. So, you know, if you think that's sweet, you know, think that's nice, hey, you go up to tier 3 and get $3,000 a month. And you can do whatever you want to do with that. That's your luxury lifestyle bonus. You can go rent out a yacht or, you know, whatever you want to do with it. That's yours to do. Buy you a luxury vehicle.
Awesome. So what he basically said, man, hey, in tier 1, you can start earning that luxury lifestyle, you know, 500 all the way to 1,250 up to $3,000. That's just one with the luxury lifestyle. And the thing with the luxury lifestyle, you can do anything with that money, just like he said. I don't know about you, but 1,250, once you get to the 1,250 mark, hey, that's your mortgage right there. That's your mortgage right out the rip. Now, when you get to the $3,000 mark, hey, you really rolling in it. That's some people paycheck per month or better. And that's just one way once you tap into that tier 3. But we're going to get off into this right here. Think about this. We also got the presidential club bonus, residual bonus. Hey, we built off of a point system. Off of the point system is this. Hey, you go all the way from level 1 to level 9. From level 1 to level 9, the only difference between is 225 points all the way up to 75,000 points. And it might seem like a lot, but the points is off of 3. Each person is 3 points if they are on doing exactly what you do, exposing. All you do is expose. And you can earn up to, in the presidential bonus, that's a whole nother realm. You can earn up to 100K. 100K. That's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother avenue of funds that you can make. So think about this. We talked to you about the sponsorship bonus, the momentum bonus. We talked to you about the luxury bonus. Now we talk about the presidential club bonus. Man, you could be making boatloads of cash. You could be in the 6 figures if you really go hard with this. So think about this. Hey, we got to send a shout out to these awesome people that really have done awesome things in this opportunity. Hey, we have 9 awesome millionaire club ring earners. Hey, we have Mr. Terrence Hawkins out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, he's one of our awesome tax guys. We also have Mr. Bryan in Bean, hey, the mentor to the million out of Atlanta, Georgia. Hey, he's the greatest of all time, one of our awesome mentors and he's the best. We also have Miss Christy Cashflow Howard. Hey, she's the 3rd ring earner in the business. Hey, I'm telling you right now, when you talk about Christy Cashflow Howard, hey, it's just like that. Christy Cashflow Howard, she's one of the first. And wouldn't you like to be the first? She's the first female ring earner in the company. And no other than my guy, my mentor, Mr. Charles, the Waymaker Ivory. Hey, he's the 4th ring club earner, millionaire ring earner out of Hinesville, Georgia. I call him Barack Obama of Hinesville. Him and his awesome wife. They got an awesome team, Miss Judith Ivory. Hey, hands down, man, we got one of the best, one of the best things. But we all one family with EDM movement. We also got Mr. Jonathan S. out of Boston, Massachusetts, the fifth. We also have Mr. Jason M. out of Philadelphia. We got Miss Shayna Rollins. Hey, I'm telling you right now, hey, she's one of those quiet ladies, but she behind the scenes with the tech. Hey, she's an awesome person to meet. Hey, and she's quiet, but guess what? She's deadly. And we got Mr. Gerald Parker out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Hey, but you can also catch her down at his other house because, hey, just like I said, when you bake up, you grow up. He has another property down in Florida. He's doing it big. Hey, shout out to Mr. Gerald Parker. Mr. Gerald Parker is one of the more mature gentlemen in the business. Hey, man, he is full of life. Hey, you come on the Monday nights, which the Monday night probably already went. Mr. Gerald Parker uses the voice of that actual segment. He's an awesome guy. We also have Jatasha and Fred Howard out of Durham, North Carolina. Hey, they are the 9th ring earners. And I'll tell you right now, Jatasha and Fred, man, they are an awesome couple, man. Awesome power couple out of, Durham, North Carolina. And I tell you right now, man, you can catch them. She goes hard and she will break it down to you like no other. She and him are a power couple where she and him helped him walk away from his actual career as a police officer. Now they're doing it full time. And she's also a veteran. A salute to my vets. A salute all around. But what brings us to this? We done talked about all the money. We done talked about all the things with the financial makeover. But I'm gonna say this last thing. Hey, let's tell them about this last testimony right here that we're gonna go over right now. Hey, what do you think about this testimony right here, Ricky? What we talking about?
This is an awesome testimony because this actually kind of spells out and everything about what a home-based business is. You got Mr. Charles Ivory from Hinesville, Georgia here, the 4th millionaire ring club owner. In March 31st of 2020, he was laid off due to the pandemic, right? So,
yeah.
So he's running his business, NWR Financial. He's making everything work, letting the experts do all the work. And before he knew it, he was able to he was able to make enough money to take care of his expenses and still still have some left over. So there was no need for him to work. So what was he able to do? He was able to fire his boss. So they called him and said, "Hey, pandemic is starting to slow down. You're welcome to come back, and we're bringing everybody back in." And he said, "Hey, check this out. I'm not coming back to work. I'm going to go ahead and fire you. I'm my own business owner right now." So,
wow. So there you have it, man. Hey, Mr. Ricky broke it down to you, man. Hey, Mr. Charles, the Waymaker Ivory, man, he fired his boss in the height of the pandemic. He was laid off. He was actually working as a veteran rep, helping veterans would get know about their benefits that they can claim VA wise. And during the time when the COVID-19 started to come up on the radar and they started to have less people working at work, they laid them off and said, "Hey, we'll call y'all back in X amount of time, a couple weeks or whatever." But when it was time for Mr. Ivory to go back to his job, he came to the job and he said, "You know what? Hey," he put in his 2 weeks notice. He put in his 2 weeks notice and said, "Hey, I won't be coming back," because when he did the numbers, because remember what I said, man may lie, woman may lie, but the numbers don't lie. When he did the numbers with his team, he realized that it was no need for him to come back. He was already accelerated his pay from home with this home-based opportunity so that he could walk away from his job. Not only just him and his wife could walk away from the jobs and pursue this full time. And I'm telling you right now, he started off in November, and by July of the following year, he walked away. He went from making $5 a day on November 1st, prior to the pandemic. And in the height of pandemic, July 3rd, he walked away. He was making a whopping $300 per day doing this from home. And all he did is expose to a lot of people and help a lot of people. And he walked away from his job. So With that being said, hey, that is one of the most remarkable stories I had, and I had the proud pleasure of being one of his guys that I'm getting mentored under him. And I'll tell you right now, man, he's an awesome guy. He will tell you straight flat out what it takes, but you have to listen. You have to be coachable, and you have to be hungry, and you have to be able to change that mindset. But with that being said, hey, I want to leave with you an awesome quote from tonight. Mr. Warren Buffett said, there are two rules about investing. Number one rule is never lose money. Second rule is don't forget what number one rule is. Don't lose money. Hey, it's as simple as that. You don't have to, it's not that hard. Don't forget rule number one. Stop. Never lose money because you're not doing it. And remember that. But also to that, I want to add to that is this. If you don't find a way to make your money make money while you sleep, believe me, you will work until you die. I don't know about you, but Ricky, do you want to work till you die?
No, I don't want to work till I die.
That's not even what we're doing over here. Hey, we in the retiring way before 65. We in the retiring as fast as we could, as quick as we could, away from this workforce. But guess what? The average person right now is working the ages between 15 to 65. I'll tell you at the tail end about that. But think about this. When you get yourself in the passive income world, think about this. You'll be getting money. You'll make money, make more money for you. And this is within time. Think about this. This is your why. What is your why? Your why is because you have residual business income and passive income. And these are the keys to time and financial freedom. And how you're going to do it is, your how is this. You're going to get off into self-bank. You're going to get off into private reserve account, which is the private reserve account. We're going to get off into that, the PRA, land banking. And also we have FIBS real estate with our awesome guy, the Mr. Mario Henry. Hey, man, he's an awesome guy that will get you right in your perspective financially. And he has love for people. He has help a ton of people, and he loves what he does. I'm telling you, you want to get off into this. But think about this. We talk about the growth phase. With the growth phase is this. How you're going to grow your money is you can set up a consultation with a private reserve account so you can start to become your own bank. How many of you out there ever been, thought that you could be your own bank? A lot of you didn't realize when you started your first bank account, you've been being arbitrated from day one. You've been being arbitrated from day one. They're giving people loans on their cars, loans on homes. They use your money and play with it in the stock market. But you go to that bank after all those years you work with them, and you go to borrow money. They don't even want to give you money to start a business. But your money been going direct deposit there for years, 15, 20, 30. Some people been at a bank for 40 years. Banks ain't been giving them the money like they need to do things that they want to do. But it's your money. Remember, the banks are nothing without you. Think about getting on that private reserve account. It's awesome. We'll bring me to land banking. Land banking is where you buy land in the path of growth. So the land banking is such an awesome thing that, people like Warren Buffett has already bought into it. He's making a awesome transportation system between the areas of LA and Las Vegas. And also we have an awesome armed forces. They're gonna be lowering into this parcel of land. We call it Antelope Valley. It's like a Silicon Valley too. If you know anything about how Silicon Valley came, it's gonna be similar to that. We also have a lot of green zone projects that's gonna come on. This is like a green zone project that's gonna be coming on over there. So it's gonna be creating a lot of jobs, new homes, the whole nine. And think about this. The 2028 Olympics is gonna be coming through there. And when it comes through, I don't know about you, but Ricky, hey, if you had a parcel of land you bought over there with that land banking and you bought it for $40,000, and you got a call in about 5 years saying that, hey, I want to purchase this land because we're gonna do something dealing with the Olympics over in this area, or i.e. we want to do business with purchase this land. What would you do?
I would allow them to purchase it. I'd sell it to him.
There you go. Hey, my guy Ricky said he would sell it to him. He would sell it to him. Of course, we already discussed the game plan. If somebody calls us and they want to buy that land, hey, I'm gonna get on the phone with my lawyer and tell them, hey, look, somebody want to purchase my land out over there in Antelope Valley. Yeah. I'm gonna tell my lawyer, hey, look, check it out, see if it clears, and if it checks out, call me back, let me know what the numbers are with that land over in Antelope Valley, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna make it do what it do, baby, because I paid 40. But if they offering, ain't no rocket scientist, they offering me, 340, 400,000. Hey, I ain't a rocket scientist. I just came up big time off of just staying until I get my pay. Yeah, that's what you did. I sat on that investment until I got my pay. Now, you might can hold out a little longer. You might hold out longer. They might boost it up to $500,000. I don't know. You don't know. You just don't know when they come and they want to purchase your stuff. But just know that if you do it, make sure it's worth your while. Make sure it's because you can buy multiple, acres of land if you sell it. Think about it. But which brings me to this right here. The real estate area. Well, I was talking about the real estate, and I'm talking about Mr. Mario Henry with the U.S. Housing saying he teamed up with MWR Financial. And I'm telling you right now, Mr. Mario Henry is one of the premier guys, like I was saying earlier when I was referencing him in the business. He started up the U.S. Housing saying he teamed up with MWR Financial Real Estate. And I'm telling you right now, that's what we came up with. Fields. Will you be able to buy? Will you be able to flip, invest, and buy and sell your homes? You know what I mean? Where else can you get on the opportunity where you can be able to flip homes, invest in homes, buy homes, and sell homes? Think about this. It's like I was talking to you earlier. I was saying earlier, they got that Fire Your Landlord program. With that Fire Your Landlord program, all you got to have is at least a 580 credit score or better, being able to pay that at least that 3% or better closing costs, and show that you can be able to pay for that home. Mr. Mario Henry will come up with a plan that's going to work beneficial to you. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody's situation is different. So you have to set up a consultation. But I'm telling you right now, this is the way to go. This in the wealth accumulation area, these things with the real estate, these things with the property reserve account, this is a no loss situation. The only thing you losing right now when you're watching this actual live, or you're going to be looking at the replay of this YouTube where we're actually chiming in on right now, is you're losing time of your financial your finances growing, or you're losing time where you're sitting watching this and you're not magnifying on you winning financially. That's what you're losing out on. That's the only thing you're losing out on. So why not shift the game up and start to shift the income back to the number one person? Yourself. Think about it. Ricky, think about this. With this other thing that we got over here, we got another testimony over here with Mr. Gerald Parker. Hey, awesome guy. I told you out of Raleigh, North Carolina, one of our most senior guys, but he's awesome. Mr. Gerald Parker walked away from his job. He walked away from his job when he got a $350 pay increase. He didn't even know he could get an increase. He had been on his job for years. He increased his points by 128 points when he did the credit restoration system that we have. Also, on top of that, he was debt free in 6.5 years based off of the system that we've been carrying. And on top of that, what I love is this. Hey, he used that $350 and that $150 that he saved on insurance to start a private reserve account. Remember when I was telling you can become your own bank? That's when he became that your own bank. Hey, shout out to our guy Core Burner, man. That's one of the hottest guys with that private reserve account, man. If you want to get it right, get with Core Burner. But of course, hey, the opportunity come through us. Hey, Core Burner, he gonna talk to you like that. But he killed it when he produced enough. He produced enough for MWR Financial in the business that in 24 months he walked away from his $65,000 job. That's the job that wouldn't give him a pay raise, but we gave him a pay raise with the opportunity. But really, he gave himself because he took advantage of the opportunity. Now, he used his luxury car bonus that he's getting. He went and bought him a nice Mercedes Benz because he's a more mature man. He's over 57 years old. You know what I mean? Why not enjoy life? And then he was able to acquire some real estate out in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Now remember, I told you he's from Raleigh, North Carolina. So now Mr. Gerald Parker, he has 2 homes. He got a summer home and he got a winter home. It don't get no better than that. And guess what? The business paid for it all. It shifted the game with his lifestyle. But I want to tell you about this. We got with Natasha Harris. I told y'all about them earlier. Hey, about their dramatic story. In 2 years, they took and they retired her husband at the age of 37 from the police department. Hey, this is one of the testimony. But with the testimony, you can go to our testimony page, MWR Financial Testimony page, and you can look at all the testimony. These are real people getting real results. And I'm telling you right now, the story is just amazing beyond belief. Hey, I get goosebumps by looking at what they're doing. I'm like, you know what? We a family. But we're not just a regular family. We a family that use the strategies of the financial makeover to build a legacy, to create generational wealth for our children and our children's children. So think about this. We already talked about everything in the whole caboodle about what the financial makeover will make. It's basically the perfect business that we created. And think about it. This is one of the greatest transfer of wealth in American history. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Shifting your income is one of the biggest transfer of wealth in American history. Think about this. The first thing they did was, hey, you got more cash flow by shifting your income. The second thing they got, you're leveraging residual income through, as you were leveraging residual income through business, through a business, a home-based business. You get multiple streams of passive income that you can be able to get out of this opportunity. And on top of that, hey, the business that can pay for itself with a no risk to you at all. How many businesses you know that paying for itself that are brick and mortar? Nothing against traditional, but brick and mortar always have overhead. With this home base, you already got everything you need to win financially as a business owner. Everything you need. You got lights, you got internet, you got cell phone, you got a car. You know what I mean? You got a certain amount of space of office space in your home. Man, there's so many things that you can create off of this, man. I can keep going and going, but we're gonna cut it short because I know a lot of y'all lovers out there tonight. Y'all enjoying y'all Valentine's, but it's necessary to give someone you love and care about this awesome gift that keeps on giving. And think about it. I'm extending the time. I said the time was cutting off at 4, but I'm extending the time for the lovers who really want to get on to 12 midnight. After that, it's gonna be back. They still got a $99 credit through the actual company, but we'll get right into it. At this point in time, we got 2 type of people. Hey, Ricky. Hey, man. Hey, could you let the world know what type of people we got? Man, I'm gonna let y'all see how we do it. Cause me and Ricky, man, we on Zoom right now and we doing our thing. Hey, tell them what type of people we got, Ricky.
So we got 2 people. We got a number 2 and number 1. The number 2 person says that they just want the services that MWR provides, the Financial Edge membership, where you get the tax reduction, bill negotiation, debt elimination, credit restoration, wealth accumulation. They just want that, and that's it. And then you got the number 1s that they want a part of the whole thing. They want the whole bundle. They want the business side, and they want the experience all the services as well. So you're either going to be a 2 or you're either going to be a 1.
Hey, so there you have it. Hey, Mr. Ricky Cooper said, hey, you're going to be a 2 or a 1. 2, you just want the Financial Edge membership. You want the Financial Edge membership. You want all of the services. Hey, you don't want to make no money. You just want to get yourself right. so you can be able to do bigger and better things for yourself only. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's awesome. For $79.97, you can get all of that. The experts with the credit restoration, hey, the lowering your taxes, the increasing your cash flow, hey, negotiation on your bills. Hey, you can also even be able to get into having that debt elimination plan, and ultimately you can use them to be able to take advantage of getting into the wealth accumulation area where you can have that one-on-one about the private reserve account. You can have that one-on-one with Mr. Mario Henry to be able to get into real estate with them different the different levels as far as what like that. You can talk to him about that. But if you're a number one say you want it all. I want everything. I want the increase. I want the debt elimination. I want, the bill negotiation. I want to be able to invest in real estate, and I want to make money from home by exposing people to a better way financially. I want it all. So if that's you, if you want it all, you can chat number one in my chat. If you want the number two, you can chat number two in the chat. Or you can hit me, or you can hit any one of my business partners up. Right now, hey, this presentation is for an awesome young lady out of Lane, South Carolina, Miss Deja Keels, one of our youngest business owners in the business right now. Hey, this is for her. Shout out to her on VA. She took the time out for the VA to want to expose this information. I'm her guest speaker for the day. Hey, she had to step out for a moment, but she wanted to show love to all of you on Valentine's Day. So me and my other business partner, Mr. Ricky Cooper, hey, we went on ahead and ran with it because that's what we do. We play team. You can reach out to her and inbox her and let her know that, hey, you want the number one, or you want the number two, or whoever you're watching this actual replay from. If you're watching the YouTube from my channel, Power Move 06 or whatever, hey, get in contact with one of us. Hey, stop living paycheck to paycheck. Stop just settling for mediocrity with you and your baby not being able to go on vacation. Stop selling for mediocrity with you and your baby not being able to have the American dream and own your home one day. And stop, making other people, families rich because you haven't tapped into the compound world. You haven't tapped into being that boss that you know that you are. So with that being said, you can hit me up at 843-359-4436. Text makeover, or you can put ones and twos in the chat. We're going to get you the information you need, and we're going to get you in the right place to be. But I thank you for coming on today with me and my awesome team and listening in at the stuff that we have to offer for you. Because one thing about us, we don't go around begging people and pleading people to actually for this opportunity. Because guess what? Everybody needs a financial makeover. It's necessary, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Isn't it necessary for you to leave a legacy for your children, and generational wealth, instead of leaving them when you pass to have to get GoFundMe account because you can't even afford insurance, or you leaving them loads of debt with a rental property and they don't have a sufficient place to stay because you haven't in place the financial strategies that you need in order for you to be financially well off. How about you leave a legacy of financial success and you teach your children and tell them to teach their children the same steps that they got from getting exposed from this opportunity. So with that being said, hey, Mr. Cooper, hey, you got anything else you want to say to the world before we go off, my brother?
Just get back with the person that invites you out here and let them know, hey, you want to get started, either number two or number one, and let's get this thing going so we can get your total financial makeover.
Hey, hold up, I'm gonna stop sharing the stream. Hey, Hey Rick, hey, I'm gonna bring you on because they think it's a game. We don't play games. We be out here. Ricky was talking the whole time. We was on Zoom together. It wasn't like we was doing the presentation. Hey, this is Rick right here. Ricky, hey, let them know what let them know what time it is. They think you a real person. Let them know what's up, man.
I'm real. I'm real. I'm as real as they get.
Hey, but hey Rick, hey, how can they find you, brother?
Hey, you can reach me at 912-504-9341.
Hey, and hey, how we doing it? How we doing it in the 2022, man? How we doing it?
Hey, it's number ones all the way to the top. That we ain't got nowhere else to go but the top.
Because the
We
bottom
ain't
is
playing
way
no
too.
games.
What is the bottom way too what?
Say again.
The bottom is way too what?
Oh, the bottom is way too crowded. Way too crowded.
Hey, there you go. Hey, you heard it from my man right there, 100 grand. Hey, Mr. Cooper. Hey, man. Hey, thanks for chiming in to me today, brother.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this without you. Because you've been a very strong pivotal point to the success of what's going on with helping people get aware of what's going on financially. So with that being said, man, hey, thanks for coming on. I know that you're a busy man. Hey, tell a first lady, a salute for letting you stay on so long. We know it.
Right.
Hey, so man, you have a good night. God bless. Hey, remember what I always say, man. Hey, we're gonna take 2 L's, make the W, and get the win. And let's
That's
build,
right.
baby. Hey, till next time, Power Move 06. My guy, Mr. Ricky Cooper, the legendary Ricky Cooper, and my girl out of Lane, South Carolina, Deja Keels. A shout out for wanting us to give this opportunity to expose them. Hey, y'all go check her out. Miss Deja Keels. She on social media. Hey, get at her. Hey, Message Young Business Owner. She gonna be making headway. That's the name will be in life. Hey, let's go, baby. Hey, see you later, baby. Hey, have a good night.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. That tax reduction, what I like is this. A lot of people don't understand that they be going around trying to be the best that they can be at a job that they don't like. But people like us can get them a pay raise before that boss that they say, hey, I want that new position or whatever. They'll look at them and they'll have like the saddest conversation and won't even give these people a pay raise. But we're going to show you how to get that. Now, how you do that is this. Here's one of our testimonies. Hey, could you explain that testimony right there,